Hey everybody, doing a quick video on how to install Fatbike tires. We're going to take this rear tire off my Canyon Dude. It is a Mulefat 80 SL, the most common Fatbike tire rim there is. We're going to take the stock Maxxis off and put on the winter tires. These are the 45 North Dillenger 4s, the cheaper ones, and the 60 TPI. I cheaped out, I regret that, but it's what I got. You're going to need a few things, the most important thing being an air compressor. If you can do this by hand, you're a monster, Superman, or you got really lucky, but you'll need one. I bought this little guy, this little Presta thing off somewhere. Highly advisable. You're gonna need some soapy water. This is 50% detergent, 50% water. Got it from Home Depot. Some way to either remove the sealant or a fresh sealant bottle, tire lever, and a way to remove the Presta valve. So the first thing we're going to do is come over here to our wheel, and then we're going to remove the valve, and then I'll see you in the next spot. All right, valve removed. Use this little guy. Can only have to do this one hand. Tire's now out of air. You can hear it. And now we're going to take off this tire. All right, so using this tire lever, I helped remove this thing off the bead on both sides. Next, we're going to finish taking it off, put it under, lift it up and over, do the whole thing, and then we'll remove the sealant. So this is definitely the cheap way to do things. I just bought this stand sealant, put it in this tire like a month ago, so I'm just going to reuse some of it. This is an old orange seal bottle. Squeeze it, and then try to suck out as much sealant as possible. BRB. So we got the wheel off. We took over the summer tires. You let them sit for a little while. Get almost all that sealant out. Looks good, less mess, less waste. Next, we're going to put on this rear tire. Now these are directional depending on what you want to do. So this direction is fast-paced rolling, and then my understanding is this one's a bit more grip, get more paddle action. So I'm going to go for a bit more grip. Obviously, fat biking is not about speed for the most part, so we're going to put this on all the way onto the wheel. So snap. So boom, that was a fun little thing. Fat tires are generally, I find, the loosest tires out of all the tubeless wheels. You can see I lined this up to go this direction, so a bit more grip, more paddle action. Line up the logo to the stem. The next thing we're gonna do is you have two options. You can either hit this dry, which I highly advise against, using this, and we'll see what happens. It's gonna be kind of loud. Let's see if we get any, if this will seal without anything on it. So, random time jump, had to go reload some stuff. As you can tell, it didn't seal. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit this with this, our soapy mix, and that'll just help this seal and move into place, create a little bit of sliding action for the tire on the rim interface. So here we're gonna hit this and see what happens. All right, sometimes, you know, that doesn't work. So, you know, it worked on this tire and that rim. For some reason, this one's being a pain in the ass. So what I've done is I've taken the old Fatbike tube, which if it came on your Canyon Dude, you have a tube, and I wrapped it around, and we're gonna see if this gives us a bit more oomph to move the bead into place. Also, no. Well, based on that hyperlapse, that was a pain in the ass. So here's what I learned from that. Make sure the sealant on the inside is all dry and removed. I used a burlap sack to actually remove that. Really lubricate it up, and then towards the end I was slapping it as it was going on. You know, hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes. So the next thing we want to do is decompress a little bit of air out of the system, and then what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze in some of the sealant. So let me just get this on here real quick. And the reason you want to squeeze some of it out is because we're going to squeezing air in. And hopefully you have a pretty good seal on the bead now. Raise it, push the sealant in, let it suck out, squeeze again. Squeeze some more until we are all in there. What a pain in the butt. Hit it again real quick, make sure it's nice and sealed. A little bit of sealant came out, we are good. Get your valve, spin it back in there. Make sure it's fully on. I'm just using this little tool that's from my Amazon valve special. There we go. Give it a few, gotta open the valve, give it a few blasts. Now remember, it is so easy to blow a tire off the rim. Don't ask me how I know. Especially these tires that only need about 15 PSI. And then you're going to spin it around, shake, shake, shake. And that is how you install your fat tires. Thank you so much.